In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can fix the grayed out Find My button on your iPhone. The first thing we need to do is to check our location services. To do this, we first want to open the settings application. Now you want to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find privacy and security and tap into that. Now you want to find location services, and then you want to make sure location services is toggled on at the top. After this, we want to scroll down to the Find My and tap into that. And you also want to make sure this is toggled on as well. The second thing we need to check is our screen time settings. So to do this, we want to open our settings application, and then you want to scroll all the way down to screen time and tap into that. Now you want to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find content and privacy restrictions. From here, you want to find location services, and then you want to make sure allow changes being toggled on at the top. From here, we also want to scroll down to Find My and tap into that. And again, you want to make sure this is toggled on. Alternatively, you can turn off content and privacy restrictions by going all the way back, and then simply toggle it off at the top here. You may also need to enter in a screen time passcode to do this. The next thing to try is to turn off stolen device protection. To do this, you first want to open the settings application. Now you want to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find Face ID and passcode and tap into that. Now you want to enter in your iPhone passcode, and once you've done this, you want to scroll down until you find stolen device protection and tap into that. Now you want to make sure it's toggled off like this. Just bear in mind that you may need to wait 1 hour to do this, so you want to set the timer, come back an hour later and toggle this off. The next thing we can try is to make sure we're not using a VPN with network restrictions. To do this, we first want to open the settings application. Now you want to scroll down slightly until you find VPN and tap into that. Now you want to make sure this is toggled off. If it is toggled on, then you'll need to go to your VPN application and toggle it off from there. Just bear in mind that if you don't see the VPN listed in the main settings menu, then you can skip this step. The next thing we can do is to reset our network settings. To do this, we first want to open the settings application. Now you want to scroll down until you find General and tap into that. Now you want to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find Transfer or Reset iPhone and tap into that. Now you want to tap Reset, and then you want to click on Reset Network Settings and your iPhone may restart. The next thing we can try is to reset our iPhone. We can do this by pressing volume up, volume down, and then pressing and holding the power button. Alternatively, you want to go into your settings application, and then you want to scroll down until you find General and tap into that. Now you want to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find Shut Down, and then you want to go ahead and shut down your iPhone and then turn it back on. The next thing we can try is to update our iPhone. To do this, we first want to open the settings application. Then you want to scroll down till you find General and tap into that. Then you want to find Software Update and tap into that. Now you want to pull down to check for an update. If you see a new update appear, you want to go ahead and update to the latest version of iOS. If you don't, it means you're currently on the latest version of iOS that your current iPhone currently supports. And that's it. So if you found another way, please comment that below. So if this video was helpful, please leave a like.